Welcome to HDToyTheater. This is your host, Darth Zara. We are reviewing today Bandai's UltraAct Ultraman Tiga in his multi-type mode form. It's a 6-inch plus action figure with a lot of accessories that includes special effect parts and extra handsets that you can swap around. So let's take a closer look at what this figure has to offer. So here are the accessories for Ultraman Tiga multi-type mode. You have 3 different handsets here for Ultraman Tiga. 2 types of chopping hands, one with the thumb tucked in and one set with the thumb not tucked in. And then you have open hands here, and then this hand is actually 2 right hands doing the handshake kind of pose. And you need Ultraman, the first Ultraman figure from the UltraAct series, to take advantage of this little accessory. Then you have the red light mode here of his power source on his chest, which is swappable. Usually you see this color when he's running out of power, and then you have a single right hand that shoots out the single energy projectile, and then of course the famous Zeppelin beam that shoots out of his right forearm when he does the finisher. All these accessories are pretty self-explanatory. You just pop it off the joint. Let me just illustrate how to take out one of the hands and attach one. So here's one of them right here. So we're going to pull off his hand real quick. Very simple. A little force and a little wiggle. Pull it off. And then let's just attach, let's take this hand right here. Pop that in. Very easy to swap parts. Now swapping the power source, you just want to yank this out, pull it off, and then put in the other one. Like that. To pull off the Zeppelin beam attachment, you want to do is pull off the hand first. That. Then you want to slide this into place and put that chopping hand back in. And there you go. So you do that. It's a little wiggly, but once you find the angle you want to put it in a more vertical kind of style like this, it'll stay where you want it to go. But of course, if you have it in a horizontal, it's going to swing around. So pretty cool attachment though. You also get this really big, thin piece of plastic with little kind of waviness of color integrated into it, and it really is the energy barrier that he uses to deflect off energy attacks. So it's very thin, I mean really thin here. And then you have a little attachment here, base, which you just slip in like so, and that's how you stand it up. Taking a closer look at this figure, in terms of its detail and sculpting, it's very, very dead on in terms of its accuracy to the original suit design. The head sculpt, in my opinion, is the best that I have seen in action figure form. I have collected a lot of Ultraman Tiga figures over the years, and this one is dead on, in my opinion. Now, all the design elements, the lining, and the design of the suit is very well translated here in plastic form. You have your nice purples being used and red, and then silver. The silver is nice, not too dark, it's just the perfect kind of, I guess, tint. And then there's some gold integrated into the inner chest guard here. And then I really like the eyes too. Let's take a closer look. Use some. It's not just a kind of a white. There's some, some extra colors in there. It's very nice. I gotta say that's a nice touch. Gives a more artistic feel to this figure as well. Now, articulation-wise, it's the same as pretty much all the other previous Ultraman UltraAct figures. Your head can rotate forward and back like so. Your lower neck is ball jointed, so you can pull off pretty much every angle that you want to pull off. The chest guard here that has the gold lining can shift around, so let me just bring the arms down a little bit so you can see. It is adjustable. Notice how it changes angle. That's a nice touch. So, because sometimes when you're doing a higher angle, doing higher angles with your arm, you can compress this shoulder piece in closer to the body, and it looks a little more natural. So, but if you bring down the shoulder, you also want to bring down this guard, and that's bring back some more natural look to this action figure. Very nice touch by Bandai there. Now, upper arm is ball hinged, and then there's an inner extra piece of articulation here that lets you compress the arm a little closer, bring it more closer to the back or bring it more forward to the chest. So that's a very nice touch there. And then the upper arm turns 360. Not too much. There is actually some restriction because of the design of the arm up here. So, but you can't turn it 360. I'm not gonna try to force it. I don't want to do anything bad to this figure. And then double jointed elbows, ball jointed fists, ball jointed upper torso, ball jointed lower waist. Your legs, upper leg here can ball jointed here, and then you can bring it down a little bit and bring it a little higher for a higher angle kick. It's something that you see in the Kamen Rider figure arts stuff. Then double jointed knees, and then ball jointed feet right here, so both nice angles, and then your toe articulation. And that's articulation for Ultraman Tiga. Final thoughts on this figure. I'm a big Ultraman Tiga fan, and I've been waiting for this figure for a very long time. You get a great figure with great sculpting, great articulation. The design is top notch. The paint quality and paint apps are nicely done. The accessory count on this figure is phenomenal. You know, get just the right amount of handsets and special effect parts that you can attach to this figure. So you really get a versatile action figure, and that's what the UltraAct series is all about. So I recommend this figure and pretty much every other Ultraman in this line with high regards. This is definitely worth the $45 you might pay for this figure. So go out and get it, and until next time, we'll see you then.